There we go. Here, you want to talk? February 15th. It's super warm out today, eh, Ash?
Then we will not be needing snow pants.
We won't need snow pants soon? Today's the last day when you're going to your mom's for a week, and I'm going to the spring fishing show.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the last day of driving the kids to school before we hit Toronto for the spring fishing and boat show. Hold on. So I'm up early. I've already got the vlog online and I'm taking the kids to school. Get the kids to school. I'd like to go to the boat range. I'd like to check the river for steelhead. And then I gotta pack because at 9 a.m. tomorrow, we need to start setting up the booth. So it's gonna be a busy day. Feeling a little better than I was yesterday, but still not 100%. But we must go on. Emma, welcome to the daily vlog. Why are you late again? Because why? You were the first one up today. You had so much potential today to be the first one. Yesterday you were on time. What's wrong? Are you having one of those weird teenage moments?
No, I just did my makeup and it takes long.
Makeup?
Yeah, you want to kiss somebody.
What? You want to kiss somebody? Uh-oh. Ashton knows the real story here. Emma's looking to kiss a boy.
Yeah.
All right, I walked in the house for 2 minutes and I just got a phone call that the rest of the FearFishing apparel hats are ready, so we're going to get those and we need to go see about a carpet for the FearFishing booth. So we're on the road again. It was nice to stop at home for 2 seconds. All right, we just swung by the river. Guys out on the ice. They said they never got any, but just have to keep our eyes on it and they start moving through. That's when you gotta it's a hit and miss, but when they start moving through that river, there's nothing cooler than steelhead through the ice. Off to get the hats. All right, we just picked up the new FearFishing apparel hat with a curve, and now I gotta shop for some carpet and get home. It's gonna be a busy day, and we really need carpet for this booth. So I'm shopping for carpet, and then hopefully we're gonna hit the range. All right, we made it, range time. Oh, I wonder how busy it is. It's packed. We're coming back later. Oh. It's good to see lots of people here. Holy jumpins', there's a lot of people in there today. All right, well, the range is out of the question. All right, so since the range is only open during store hours, it seems that it's getting busier and busier. And there's not even an open lane in there, let alone room to shoot or film. So, that kind of sucked. Long drive here to find out that you can't shoot your bow. Anyways, I guess it was a nice drive.
Call me the soul child. Yeah.
On the way home, I went by the river. I talked to my buddy who's been down there most of the day, and he said he has not seen a fish come through that ice, so that's kind of a wash. The bow range was packed full of people. There wasn't even an open lane. So I have a feeling that maybe Amber has pulled some strings today and made it for I have to get packed for the spring fishing show. So I guess that's what we're going to have to do, is get ready for tomorrow. Amber wins. Amber managed to pull off the impossible, and I'm actually gonna start packing ahead of time. All right, so here's the deal. The last time I saw you, I think I just got home. I'm feeling a little under the weather, so when I got home, I had a bit of a siesta, and then I've just been packing stuff for the show, making sure I have everything. In like 2 minutes, I gotta run out and try to find some double-sided tape. At the carpet store, they didn't have double-sided tape. I don't know what that's all about. But in exciting news, I was really trying to get this on camera, the rollover. I was at 199.2, and I talked on the phone with Mark Hunter when I came back. On the old NPS app, we passed it. 201, that's huge, guys. That's like 90 9,000 views since February 1st. Amazing. Thank you all. Now let's get 300,000 by the end of the month. That's the new goal. Short month too. We're really gonna have to hustle this up to make that. So we're going to Home Depot right now. They better have double-sided tape. What kind of carpet store doesn't have double-sided tape? Amber gets home, she'll tell me everything we need, and then tomorrow's the big morning. Tomorrow's the big day. Setting up at the show. Exciting. Hopefully I feel 120% tomorrow. Sweet. Aisle 4 on my right hand side. This may be my easiest trip to the Home Depot ever. Double-sided tape. Come and knock on my door. Alright, I found it. We're ready. This is my quickest trip to the Home Depot ever. Usually I spend 2 or 3 hours in here, or what seems like it, looking for stuff. In and out. Alright guys, I finally found that double-sided tape. Who knew it was going to be that much of a pain to find tape? And chances are I got the wrong stuff, so we'll be at it again tomorrow. But I got questions. I got 2 here that I need to answer. I asked, you guys delivered. First question, Little Hickory Stump, my friend. What is the story behind Hollywood on the boat? Well, let me tell you that sticker has been on there. Oh, my phone is just going nuts. That sticker has been on there since I owned the Stratus. So in maybe 2009, I was making videos, I was busy fishing, and somebody I knew went to a fishing store and ran into somebody else I knew, and I guess I hadn't exactly returned a phone call right away. So that person told my buddy is west to Hollywood to answer his phone now. So I kind of took that as like a snarky comment to make, because I was just a guy making videos, and I just happened to get a FearFishing sticker made, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna see this guy at a tournament next weekend, put it on the windshield. So put it on the windshield. It's been kind of like a haha funny ever since, and I think we cashed a check in that tournament, and that sticker, or a sticker that says Hollywood, is going to stay on my boat forever. So it was kind of me being a smart ass back to somebody being a smart ass to me. So it's been there a long time, and I really like that sticker. It brightens my day to look back and think about this sometimes. Question 2. Todd, I'm looking to invest in some more rods. What are the best rods for each presentation? From crankbaits, jigs, swim baits, jerk baits, and for trolling rivers? Bait caster or a spinning rod? Well, let me tell you, Todd, the difference between, I got a couple rods out here, a bait casting rod and a spinning rod, basically, why you would use each of them. Bait caster is amazing for heavy line. If you try to cast 50-pound braid off your spinning reel, it's not going to work that great. Also, bait casters come in high-speed reels, so you can use 50-pound braid for flipping spinner baits, and you can burn that bait. Spinning reel, not so fast. What is a spinning reel good for? In my opinion, a spinning reel is the perfect finesse fishing rod. This right here is a drop shot rod. The drag on a spinning reel is a lot smoother than on a bait caster, in my opinion. You can use a lot lighter line. If you bird's nest 8-pound braid on your bait caster, it's not coming undone. It's done. This, you can use light line. It's a nice soft rod, and it works awesome for anything you're finesse fishing. You know, drop shot, tube, you know, casting a marabou jig for smallmouth. Now for jerk baits, I use a spinning reel. I totally think that I can do it longer, jerking that rod. But if it's a cold water situation and I'm throwing a jerk bait and I'm gonna work it back to the boat really slow, like in the fall, fishing fall smallies, I would much rather use a bait casting rod for that. Like a deep diving jerk bait with my bait casting rod. Now, how do you choose a rod for each specific thing? Well, the beauty of today's rods and reels, Todd, are most of them come with a stamp like this, or they say right on them what they're meant to be used for. So this has got a picture of a worm on a worm Texas rig. Hopefully that's gonna zoom, and a flipping jig. So this rod is one of my favorites. 7'5", sorry. Medium heavy, extra fast. This is what I use to flip flipping jigs on. If you watch the unspooled Lake Scugog video, that's what I caught that giant largemouth on. Now, this rod, drop shot rod, it's got a little picture there of a drop shot. So you know. Now, the other thing is, don't get pigeonholed by, you know, this being a drop shot rod. I'm gonna use this rod in the spring for flipping grubs rubs down weed lines for walleye, or just because it says it's a drop shot rod doesn't mean you have to use it for drop shotting. Here's a perfect example right here. This is the rod I like to jerk bait with. It is a 6/8 extra fast action, but it has a picture of a tube on it, and I've never casted a 2 jig in my life with this rod. All I use it for is jerk baiting. So it really comes down to comfort. There is guidelines on most rods and reels to tell you what they're specifically for, but it's really up to you. Like this rod, 7'5" is pretty short for a flipping rod. Most guys like, you know, 7'6", 7'11", 8 foot. I'm really comfortable with using 7'5". I really like that rod. So it comes down to personal preference. That's how I would pick my rod. Scope them out. You know, you can find 5 drop shot rods all by the same manufacturer, and they'll just be a little different. Grab the one you like. Same with flipping stick. Anything else? Heavy line, use a bait caster. Light line, use your spinning rod. Guys, I gotta go. I've gotta edit this right away. I gotta be up so early in the morning to get ready for setting up the show. You know the routine right here. Subscribe to the FearFishing YouTube channel. Over here, watch yesterday's vlog. Tell all your friends. Hopefully I feel better in the morning. I'm not feeling 100% right now, but I'm going to make it through the weekend. I'm so excited for any of you who can make it down to the Spring Fishing and Boat Show in Mississauga. Stop by. Don't be afraid to say hello, and we'll see you tomorrow.